welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first of I think 3 Valentine's Day looks for this year. And this year I wanted to make sure I incorporated a bold, vibrant red lip for one of my looks, which just because it's probably my favorite way to celebrate. I love any excuse to wear a bright red lip. It just makes me feel sassy or something. I don't know. I just love it. And I'm also excited about this look because I got to use a few new products that I picked up at the drugstore. So one of the first products that I got to incorporate was the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. And I got mine in W3, which I think was maybe a little bit dark for me, but I actually really liked this. It was much more like watery than, I don't know if that's the right way to say it at all, but it was a very different texture than I thought it was, and it feels so comfortable on the skin. I love this. It feels like you're not wearing anything. So the cushion foundation comes like this, and it comes in this like cute little compact, which I obviously love, rose gold. And then it opens up and it has like a little sponge, but I didn't use that. I used a brush. And then it just comes in here and you can just tap it and then the product comes out like that, which is really cool. And it's just really nice. It wasn't as dewy or as moisturizing as I had thought it would be, but it's still really comfortable. The next product that I used was the Sonia Kashuk brightening powder, which is basically like a translucent powder. And I did really like, whoa, got way too much there. I did really like this product a lot. I still think that I like the Laura Mercier one better. I know some people said that they didn't notice a difference, but I did a little bit. This one was a little bit harder to kind of apply to my face. I feel like the Laura Mercier one is a little better at that. But this one was still really awesome. I really liked it, and I'll obviously still be using this. So I cannot say this brand. I don't know why, my speech impediment, I don't know. Allure. I use their number 202, which it says it's a double layered lash with an airy finish, full and wearable, which I totally agree with. So I think these are my new favorites. Okay, so I hope that you guys like this look as much as I liked creating it. This bold red lip just screams Valentine's Day to me. So I hope that you guys get some use out of this, and just remember that you don't have to have a Valentine or a day or anything to be able to celebrate Valentine's Day. You can always rock a red lip and just hold your head up high, shoulders back, and do your thing. Anyway, if you guys want to learn how to get this look, then just keep watching. And to get this started, I'll take a sip of my coffee and then go in with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm for my primer. And I'm just going to take a small amount of that and work it all over my face until it becomes tacky. And when using this foundation, I did not use the little sponge it came with. I used this flat top kabuki brush to work it all over my face. And then you can see I thought it was a little too dark when I was using it at first, but then seeing it on camera, it pretty much just matches my skin perfectly. And when I was wearing it throughout the day, I just loved it. It looked so natural. And then taking the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector in the shade Light, I'm going to dab this mainly in the inner corner of my eye where my dark circles are the darkest, and then just kind of work it around the rest of my under eye. And what do you know, we're going to go in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm in the shade NW15, and I'm just going to use that to prime for eyeshadow, and then also just even it out everywhere else along my face where I tend to get red or anything. But as you see, the foundation kind of makes my face really flat, so the point is that we're going to highlight these areas and then later contour to try to give the face dimension. And then taking my sponge, I'm just going to blend out that concealer. And when I say I get a damp beauty sponge, I mean that I literally soak this thing underneath the faucet and then just wring it out. Then using the Sonia Kashuk brightening powder, I'm going to use that to just set my under eyes today. And I'm kind of doing the baking method, but I found that this powder was a little bit harder to do that under my eyes. And then after letting it sit for a few minutes, I'm just going to dust it off with a brush. And you can see it lightened it up a little bit, but mainly just set the concealer. And then taking my MAC bronzing powder, this one actually has a little bit of glitter in it, so I don't like to use it too much, but I just wanted to, shake things up a little bit today. So I am just dusting that on my forehead and on my cheeks just to warm up my face a little bit. And then I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil matte bronzer, and I'm going to use this to contour a little bit, and I'm basically putting that everywhere I put the other bronzer, but I'm just really focusing it on my cheek area and underneath my chin to just try to give a little more definition. Then taking the Sonia Kashuk brightening powder again and this little sponge, I'm going to just put that right underneath where I have my contour and bronzer, and I'm really just going to pack that on there just to sharpen up the line a little bit. And because I want to emphasize the apples of my cheeks a little bit, I'll kind of curve up that line a little bit, just trying to really define that area a little bit more. And then I'm just going to let this powder sit and kind of bake. And you look a little crazy, but it's okay. So then I'm going to take my just spoolie and just kind of brush up the hairs on my eyebrows, and then take my Anastasia Dip Brow and this Maybelline Clear Gel and just finish up my brows. And then I'm just going to brush those out with a spoolie to just make sure everything's blended before going in with my clear brow gel to set everything. Now that powder's had time to sit on my face, I'm just going to dust it off, and you can see it just reveals a sharpened contour line. Taking one of my favorite blushes from Makeup Geek called Summer Fling, I'm just going to lightly dust this on the apples of my cheeks and just try to work it back. And I forgot to take a clip of the products that I'm using here, but I'm really just dusting a light shadow that's pretty much the same color as my skin, just to kind of set all of the concealer. And then I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Fawn. And I'm just going to really pack that on my outer corner and keeping it really low. So this is a trick that if you are ever feeling really tired, just packing on the color in your outer corner and focusing the brightness on your inner corner will just make you look more awake. So that's what we're doing. And then I'm going to take this clean fluffy brush and just blend that out a little bit, still staying pretty low in my crease. I'll go ahead and just pack a little bit more of that color on there. And then we're going to go in with Makeup Geek Creme Brulee, which is more of just a lighter brown shade. And I'm going to just lightly dust that over it and just kind of blend everything upwards. And a nice part about this look is that you don't have to be neat and clean. You can kind of be messy and just blend everything out. I want it to look really diffused. So then going in to the Lorac Unzipped palette, which I wanted to use because it has a lot of pinks, I'm going to use the shade Undiscovered, and I'm just going to put that mainly in my inner corner and just really packing it on there. It's a really nice shade. It has a little bit of sheen to it, so it's not completely matte like the other shades we used. And then taking the shade Undercover, which is kind of a light pinky shade, I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to mix these two colors together. One's a little more pink and one's a little more purpley brown. And I'm just going to put those on my lower lash line. And I started trying to do it with this brush, and then it just wasn't giving me enough color. So I went in with a pencil brush and just started really packing that color on there. Then using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara for my upper lashes and the extended play one for my lower lashes. And when I'm doing my lashes for when I'm going to put on false lashes afterwards, I really don't put very much on. I just want enough on that it will help blend together with the false lashes. And then I'm going to take that same highlighter shade and just put it in my inner corner just to brighten that up even more. Oh my gosh, guys, I seriously love these lashes so much. They were so light. I totally forgot I even had them on in my intro and almost forgot to mention them. And using this beautiful highlighter from ColourPop in the shade Wisp, I'm just going to be able to dust this all over my face today and just really give that like natural glow. And because I'm using my finger here to apply this product, I'm going to take my same damp beauty sponge and I'm just going to try to really work that into my skin. Then using the ColourPop liquid lipstick in Creeper and the MAC lip pencil in red, I'm going to just create my absolutely favorite red lip. And then here you're going to see that I am going to overline my lips just the tiniest bit. And I start at the bottom and really just go right underneath my lips. And then I follow the rest of it, actually following my natural lip line. And then I fill in my entire lip with the same color. It just helps it so that when I go in with the liquid lipstick, it just makes it that much more comfortable since these ones from ColourPop are really drying. But they don't go anywhere, especially if I use a lip liner, then they're super comfortable and they do not move all day long. Then using a little bit of MAC's Fix Plus, I'm going to spray this all over my face, drench it really, and then the look is complete. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I hope that it got you in the mood for Valentine's Day. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So one of the why can't I stop? What's happening?